for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. For Emmanuel Sanders, he played 5.5 seasons with these Denver Broncos, 2014 to 2019. And he went over 1,000 yards 3 times during that span. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brees. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They look to throw. It's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Block working out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now lock again. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lock to throw on second down. This is the tight end fan. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Broncos 3.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Saints 14, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 38, Breeze. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
32. First down, New Orleans.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 22, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown,
Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Saints 21, Broncos 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Saints 21, Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Shotgun now for Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. This time they stay on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now left side on the swing pass. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. That's caught left side by Judy. The 34-yard line.
3rd down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch twist. Check 37.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. Good. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 24. Saints.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Breeze pass intercepted.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw it is Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's got daylight. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now Breeze finding Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
Now Breeze lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 20. 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
McManus's point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Finding Harris over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. First down.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 35, Broncos 31.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick with 9 seconds remaining. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They run it again with Kamara.
3 at the Broncos.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down.
What can Breeze do now with his drive? And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for New Orleans, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that could